More Steph Curry, man. It's a woman, Steph Curry.
These WNBA players, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, who many are saying are the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson of the WNBA. Do you like that when you hear that?
I like it, and they are.
Always had the ball in her hand. Everybody was playing off of her. She just commanded the whole game. I was like, who the hell is this? She is nice. It was like, oh, she's the best player in the country.
I've seen nobody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that have done it in spurts, but you know, that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, like, and I was a hater because, you know, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn.
If you've been keeping up with basketball, you know Caitlin Clark is nothing short of a phenomenon, redefining how we see the women's game. Her sheer skill and competitive drive have left even NBA legends and icons, those who've mastered the sport, completely astounded. Thanks to Caitlin's magnetic play and sky-high popularity, the WNBA is hitting new levels of excitement. But here's where things get really intriguing. Michael Jordan, the greatest of all time, has finally weighed in on the Caitlin Clark phenomenon. His comments, absolutely groundbreaking. When a legend like MJ offers praise, it speaks volumes. What he had to say about Caitlin is truly something special. And it's not just Jordan. Garnett, who's known for his discerning eye, sees Clark's game as on par with Curry's. That's huge praise. Why the comparison? It's Clark's shooting prowess and skill that stand out. Her range extends well beyond the arc, starting almost as soon as she crosses half-court. She has that same quick release and confidence to pull up from anywhere, much like Curry. This isn't just hype. Legends are genuinely amazed by what they're witnessing from Clark, and it's clear that she's making an extraordinary impact in the WNBA.
Hey, if you ain't in the Steph Curry shape, that's how she plays, bro. She gonna give you more than 10. She can shoot, and she got work, bro. And she can, she can wiggle, though. Matter of fact, what she playing with, a women's ball? Women's ball? Nah, she playing with the NBA ball. She can get 10. She can still get money.
And just like Steph Curry transformed the NBA, Caitlin Clark is revolutionizing women's basketball. But it's not only her shooting that's grabbing attention. Paul Pierce, another NBA legend, witnessed Clark drop 41 points against LSU and was utterly amazed. Pierce declared it the greatest performance I've ever seen in the NCAA tournament, girl or boy. That's right. His reaction highlights just how extraordinary Clark's performance was, setting a new benchmark in college basketball.
This was the greatest performance I've ever seen in the NCAA tournament, girl or boy. I mean, the obvious answer is Caitlin Clark. But let me tell you something before I get to her. I was mesmerized by her. We saw a white girl in Iowa do it to a bunch of black girls. Well, of course. That made it like, oh, that gave my respect. She did it to some girls from LSU who we thought were some dogs.
Defending champs,
and put them on their knee and spanked them.
That's coming from someone who's witnessed his fair share of March Madness magic. What sets Caitlin Clark apart in these crucial moments is her knack for stepping up when it matters most. Under intense pressure and in the spotlight, Clark doesn't just score. She takes command of the game, making every single possession count. Now, let's turn our attention to Shaq. Known for his larger-than-life personality, the Big Diesel rarely holds back. But even by his standards, this is monumental. Shaquille O'Neal's reaction to Caitlin Clark's performance is a testament to just how significant her impact is. Shaquille O'Neal offers praise for WNBA stars. They've always played hard. They've always played great. They've always played hard. I'm glad they're getting their exposure. They definitely deserve it. Now we just got to get them similar contracts to what some of those NBA guys are making. O'Neal.
You are.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
Like, the crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
Shaquille O'Neal didn't hold back. He labeled Caitlin Clark as the greatest female collegiate player ever. This isn't just hype, it's historical. What has Shaq so convinced? Clark's unparalleled dominance over the Big Ten for 4 consecutive seasons, where she topped the conference in both scoring and assists. This isn't just impressive, it's groundbreaking. Clark isn't just outplaying defenders, she's rewriting the record books. But hold on, it gets even better. Kevin Durant, one of the NBA's most prolific scorers, has weighed in, and he's not holding back. KD referred to Caitlin Clark as the best player in the country, Not just the best female player, but the best player, period. That's the level of respect Clark's game commands. With such high praise from KD, it's no surprise that Clark entered the WNBA with expectations soaring higher than a skyscraper.
I was like, oh damn, I see it now. Like, you know,
All right.
like when you walk in and you don't even know who anybody is, and they just like, yo, that's the best player in the country right there. It's just like, yo, that shit hit you out of nowhere. Like, let me really focus in on it.
How's she really doing in her first WNBA season? Well, in the first half, Clark has been putting up solid numbers. 17 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds per game. Not bad for a rookie, right? But if you're thinking those stats don't quite match her college dominance, you're onto something. Here's the thing. The WNBA isn't college ball. It's a different beast entirely, with tougher competition and a more physical style of play. Clark's learning this firsthand, and it's shifting how she approaches the game. But don't get it twisted, she's not struggling. Far from it. She's adapting, evolving, and fine-tuning her game to meet the demands of the pro level. And guess what? NBA legends are paying close attention to her every move. Take Charles Barkley, the round mound of rebound.
I mean, what she's done for the game the last couple of years, I mean, she is a shining star. She doesn't say a word. Yeah, she's never said a word about anybody. She just shows up and does her job.
But it's not all smooth sailing for Caitlin Clark. Charles Barkley has pointed out the petty nonsense she's been facing on the court. He didn't anticipate the level of rough play and physicality she's encountering in the WNBA, and it's caught him by surprise. But here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone sees it the way Chuck does. Reggie Miller, the sharpshooter himself, has a different perspective. He's not at all surprised by the challenges Clark is facing. Miller put it bluntly, saying, "What did you expect was going to happen? You're playing at the highest level. This is the pro ranks." Miller's point? This is the big leagues.
I saw the performance. At least at 41, almost triple though. Yeah, he was shooting that ball fly. I watched a little bit, but she got to go in the second half, so I didn't watch that. I think it's more Steph Curry, man. It's a woman, Steph Curry.
Veterans aren't going to roll out the red carpet for a rookie, no matter how much hype she brings. They're going to test her, push her to her limits, and that's exactly what's happening with Caitlin Clark. But there's another side to Clark's rapid rise. Gilbert Arenas, never one to hold back, dropped a truth bomb about the attention Clark's getting. He pointed out that when someone gains too much power or attention too quickly, it naturally pisses people off.
Right? We've played. We understand when someone gets too much power without earning it, it pisses people off naturally. Right? We've seen it with LeBron James. For example.
Is Arenas right? Is there resentment brewing in the WNBA over Clark's stardom? It's a touchy subject, but it comes with the territory when you're changing the game like Clark is.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go, have fun, enjoy.
LeBron pointed out that the WNBA has introduced chartered planes for the first time in league history, and he's giving Clark credit for that change. It's not just about comfort, it's about respect. Clark's presence is elevating the WNBA to new heights, both on and off the court. She's drawing unprecedented crowds. TV ratings are soaring, and social media is buzzing. She's not just a player, she's a phenomenon. But here's the million-dollar question. Can Clark keep this up? The physical toll of the pro game is real, and the mental pressure of being the league's face is intense. Clark isn't just playing basketball. She's carrying the hopes of a generation of female athletes. It's a lot for one rookie to handle, but that's what makes Clark's journey so compelling. She's not just facing these challenges, she's embracing them. And besides her skills, there's another element that's got basketball fans buzzing. A rivalry that's injecting new life to the WNBA.
Her range, her three-point shooting overall, her flair for testing her range every night and knowing that the other team's going to try to take it away. And she's fearless. She just adds another element of surprise that you can't really game plan for because it's so kind of just unseen.
The WNBA sees Caitlin Clark as a valuable asset, a superstar capable of drawing massive crowds and elevating the league's popularity. But here's the problem. The league isn't doing enough to protect her on the floor or to promote her as the next face of women's basketball. Part of this hesitation comes from a cautious corporate approach, with decision-makers choosing to wait and see rather than proactively building a strategy around Caitlin's meteoric rise. But there's also another layer. Rumors suggest that certain key media members might harbor a personal dislike for Caitlin, which is totally unprofessional and unfair in any sports environment. Now, Michael Jordan has finally weighed in on this, and he didn't hold back. In his view, the WNBA owes Caitlin a huge debt for all she's done to elevate the game. He didn't stop there, though. MJ called out the officiating directly, arguing that referees have been far too harsh on Caitlin and that it's time for the league to step up and make changes. Jordan's powerful message is clear. The WNBA must recognize Caitlin's im. It's drawing comparisons to one of the greatest showdowns in NBA history, Clark versus Angel Reese. This matchup isn't just exciting, it's changing the game. And who better to weigh in than Magic Johnson himself? Magic has called these WNBA stars, Clark and Reese, the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson of women's basketball. That's not just high praise. It's basketball royalty acknowledging something special. Why is this rivalry such a big deal? It's not just about two talented players facing off. It's about the narrative they're creating. Clark and Reese are injecting new energy into women's basketball, attracting fans who've never tuned into the WNBA before, and delivering moments that will be talked about for years to come.
I think it's reprehensible what they're allowing some of these players to. Anybody that does something flagrant to this young lady for what she's brought to the game should be suspended and fined big time for doing that.
I don't know the value that she's bringing for all of them. She bringing, they flying private planes now. They weren't flying private before she came. They on major networks now. They weren't doing that. See, she remind me of Tiger Woods for golf.
Yes.
You expect what's going to happen to her. Number one, I don't think it's jealousy. Oh my God, she's getting all the endorsements. We're going to go after her. You're playing at the highest level. You're playing in the WNBA. You're coming from college and you're going to the pro ranks, right? What did she expect was going to happen? Why are people so shocked, right? You're playing against grown women. The same thing happened to us.
If you made it this far and are enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on all notifications. We know watching this video takes some of your time, and we appreciate you.